A Skater's Life. Today, we look at choreography.
Oh my goodness!
What an amazing skate.
176.70 is enough to give Patrick Chan another world title. The Canadian is golden again.
That moment at last year's World Championships was the culmination of a year's hard work for Patrick Chan. Many hours spent perfecting his jumps, his spins, and his footwork, but it was the overall package, the way in which the elements were connected to each other and the music that made that performance so memorable. And that is the work of a choreographer. The choreographer designs the intricate footwork, develops the body fluidity, and also the musical interpretation. And it can turn just a program into a beautiful performance. Over the years, we've seen some amazing choreographers. Remember the work of Torval and Dean. And some of the world's best choreographers have been Canadians, like Sandra Bezic, who did Kurt Browning's work. Two of the best ever come to mind in Laurie Nickel and David Wilson. There's another Canadian choreographer who's turning heads with his work. 2008 world champion Jeffrey Buttle has created Patrick Chan's short program this year. And earlier in the season, we had a chance to watch them work.
You're thinking about the arms, forgot about the head?
Recently at a skating event in China, Patrick Chan and Jeff Buttle ran into each other. As world champions, there was a lot in common, and suddenly a friendly conversation turned into a more serious proposition.
I asked him there, on the spot in the locker room, I was like, would you ever want to work on a show program with me? And he was nice enough to say, of course.
It's okay, you just missed the note. Yeah, that's fine. The arms on the end. Don't think about the arms, just breathe.
At first, the arrangement was simply to choreograph an exhibition program, but it was clear they could develop something much greater. Yet the transition to a competitive program presented a challenge.
I was a little bit scared at first because sometimes when you do a piece where you have all the time in the world and there aren't required elements, you can luxuriate in the moments and the music and really take your time.
Time is something that is very important in a competitive program. A short program contains 8 required elements in just over 2.5 minutes. But one of Chan's greatest strengths is his speed, something that allows Buttle to overcome that challenge and squeeze in great moments.
2 cross-cut scenes at full speed, where most people need at least 3 or 4. He's just so quick. So as it turned out, we actually did have the opportunity to keep all these luxurious moments that we had. He's such a strong skater that he's able to use these crescendos, and I think really what I've tried to push is almost not the opposite, but bring him some musical sensibility and just being aware that you can have the same impact with a lot smaller movement. And I think this program really highlights that fact. It's very subtle. It's certainly nothing that he's really ever done before.
Chan is no stranger to change this season, and pushing himself through choreography is all part of the plan.
Good. Oh, you nailed that one.
I hope to move in a different way and open up my vocabulary in movement in skating. Jumping and spinning it has a limit. It has an ending, whereas movement is infinite. It just keeps growing and growing.
A Skater's Life, brought to you by Nature's Bounty. Be your healthy best.